to start your algebra tutoring. Like I said in the previous video, I don't know if you're already in Algebra 1 looking for some help, or if you're just getting ready for it over the summer, but no matter what, I hope these videos benefit you in the way that you need them. So Lesson 1 is going to cover numbers and applications. And this is fairly basic, but I know these definitions are usually in your entry-level Algebra 1 class tests, usually your first tests. And we're going to be talking about different types of numbers today. Natural numbers. It's supposed to be a T. I don't have a stylus pen yet. Whole numbers. Integers. And along with integers, rational. That's supposed to be rational. Okay, so now you have an idea about what we're going to start talking about. So let's go ahead and get to business. You got natural numbers. And what natural numbers are counting numbers. So, you got 1, 2, 3, you can go up all the way to, 15,000. They're infinite. They never end. So there's your natural numbers. But if you notice in the natural numbers, they're missing 0. So that's where the whole numbers come in. All whole numbers are natural numbers plus 0. So, I'll bring that example back up. So there are your whole numbers. After whole numbers, we start talking about integers. Integers. And integers can be used to explain losses or debts. Don't get confused here in my notation. I'm not saying the definition of integers are losses or debts. I'm saying they can be used to explain losses or debts. Temperatures. These are all applications. So losses, debts, temperatures, these are all applications of integers. So some real world examples of integers. Let's say the number -3. That's an integer. You can owe $3 to a bank. 0 is an integer. I have nothing. Of course, any positive number, 15, is an integer. I got $15 in my pocket. So there again, integers are used to explain losses or debts. And if you notice, you have the negative sign. It's when it first comes up when you talk about integers. And like I said, that can mean a loss or a debt. And it can also mean, or really mathematically, it means the opposite. So what's the opposite of -3? +3. And we'll get to that when we start talking about number lines. So the last type of number we're going to be talking about in this video are rational numbers. Rational numbers is really when the algebra, or really when we get to talking about something, in my opinion, a little interesting. Because there's so many things you can do with a rational number. So what rational numbers are numbers that can be expressed as a ratio, of course, or a quotient of two different integers. So let's write two different integers. We have 3 and we have 4. Well, wait a minute. If you're thinking I'm fixing to draw a fraction, you're right. That is an example of a rational number, -3/4. You got two rational numbers, or two integers, put together. In this case, you'll get a quotient from this problem, because you're technically dividing, -3 and 4 together. So let's say you have a fraction